Most wealth isn't acquired by chance. Instead, wealth is acquired over time by making shrewd financial judgments. You might imagine opulent mansions, beautiful Maseratis, and fashionable clothing. When you think of the things wealthy people purchase, what may be the cause of their wealth and possessions then? Well, it's their calculated spending habits. So come along, as we reveal 15 expenses successful people don't invest their time and money in. 15. Extended warranties. Extended warranties typically don't offer you greater value for your money, even though people want to get the most out of their purchases. According to reports, companies frequently increase the amount of money going into the coffers of big businesses. Consumer Reports claims that shops pocket 50% or more of the price they charge for extended warranties. Therefore, extended warranties aren't a common purchase among the wealthy, and we think you should avoid this scam too. 14. Expensive shoes, clothes, and jewelry. Not all wealthy and successful people lavish enormous sums of money on their appearance. They understand that pricey items are not necessary to look beautiful. It's your career and the reputation you make for yourself. So, wealthy people acquire the minimal necessities they require to survive, while they are on their path to fortune. Take Mark Zuckerberg's example. Have you ever seen the meta god with anything but a plain tee and jeans? 13. Optimized flights. Wealthy people frequently upgrade their flights, but this has the drawback that they may end up paying 3 to 5 times as much for a first-class ticket as they would for an ordinary economy seat. After all, most flights are only a few hours, and you always end up at the same place. Therefore, when traveling, you should aim to conserve as much money as you can unless you can afford it. 12. Buying impulsively. Have you ever entered a store intending to buy one thing, but left with a cart full of goods? Perhaps there was a BOGO sale at the supermarket, so you purchased a few more goods. Or perhaps you purchased designer shoes during a flash sale on your preferred apparel website. Whatever the case, shopping like this isn't something the wealthy do. Successful people are planners, and this trait is not typically complemented by impulsive shopping. So, you should also use the envelope method and just carry enough money for a specific amount at each shop. This strategy will assist you in sticking to your spending plan and breaking any customary spending and impulse buying habits. Therefore, the takeaway here is to be far more careful with your money if you wish to have the kind of cash wealthy people do in your account. 11. TV channels and video games in abundance. Financially successful people spend a lot less time connected to screens than their lower-income friends. When it comes to television and video games, it is especially true. Compared to individuals in households with annual incomes over $75,000, adults in homes with annual incomes below $25,000 spent 42.22 minutes per month playing video games on consoles. So, with commercial breaks, that equates to more than 3 episodes of The Big Bang Theory that more affluent folks would have spent doing anything else. So if you want to observe how extremely productive people spend their Saturdays, try turning off the television. 10. Extravagant endowments. Financially prosperous families are frequently able to assist the younger generation with costs like housing and tuition. A recent poll by Personal Capital found that 18% of wealthy parents, those whose families had investable assets of $500,000 or more, plan to pay for their children's homes outright, and 14% plan to pay their children's rent in full. However, most wealthy people don't support their children throughout their lives. Many millionaires and billionaires have made it known that they intend to donate a sizable portion of their estate to charity, rather than keeping it entirely in the family. Because what you give out in the world will eventually find its way back to you bigger and better. 9. High-yield savings accounts. Do you enjoy keeping money in savings accounts, since it is safe and accessible at any time? Are you interested in seeing more than just pennies? If you said yes to either or both questions, alter your approach to resemble a business magnate. The interest on typical savings accounts isn't very high. The national savings rate is a pitiful 0.06%, which contrasts sharply with the enormous yields offered by high-yield savings accounts. There are high-yield savings accounts available if you explore outside of conventional brick-and-mortar institutions. For instance, online banks usually provide the best return rates due to their lack of administrative costs or reduced overhead costs. Additionally, credit unions provide favorable rates. A recent Banking Rates analysis discovered that credit unions typically offer the greatest savings account rates in the nation, with some rates above 7% AP. Thus, investigate your alternatives for online savings account if you want to increase your wealth by managing your money well. Additionally, automating is a wise way to save money. The Automatic Millionaire author David Bach recommended directing money to your high-interest savings account before you even saw it. This will prevent you from having the chance to doubt or undermine your savings strategy. 8. Lottery tickets. Do not gamble on the lotto if you want to become wealthy. This is a surefire way to spend money quickly, and wealthy people simply don't make a weekly trip to the lottery line at the convenience shop. 1 in 292 million people have a chance of winning the Powerball jackpot, which just means that the chances are not in your favor. Therefore, spend your hard-earned money on things that will enhance your wealth, like retirement or college costs, rather than squandering it on chance. If you put aside the same $416 annually and receive only a 5% return, you will have $28,055 after 30 years. Think about it. 7. Excessive penalties. Successful people avoid paying late fees, as they might harm their bank accounts and credit scores. Even those who pay down their obligations in full each month may incur fees for paying a bill late. Procrastination fees apply to practically every other monthly bill as well. Spenders who automate everything avoid late fees. If you've ever wondered, how can I get wealthy? Automating your payments can help you keep more of your money by preventing you from being slammed with exorbitant fees and penalty rates. 6. Addictions. You won't find many successful people who have substance addictions, whether to alcohol, drugs, or cigarettes. Successful people avoid all types of addictions. They are aware that if they indulge in different addictions, they would stop succeeding. They avoid addiction as much as they can, maintain sobriety, and make significant financial savings. 5. Low return investments. Successful people not only put in a lot of effort on their own, but also make their money work hard. So, find out which solutions would provide you with the best returns before you invest your money. Because large sums of money are not worth investing in low-return products like savings accounts and fixed deposits. 4. Interest on credit cards. Using a credit card might be like consuming ice cream from a tub, even if you might afterward feel bad for overindulging. It's simply too convenient. Yes, it's simple to swipe a credit card, but wealthy people are unlikely to waste money by racking up exorbitant credit card interest rates. 3. An expensive house. Even though they have far larger housing budgets, wealthy folks still shop around. They want to feel like they are receiving the best deal possible and not being taken advantage of. Although they may be spending millions, they will still attempt to negotiate with the list price like everyone else. Some wealthy people even go so far as to forego buying a lavish property entirely. 2. Renting as opposed to buying. Even among the wealthy, renting has become more common than ever. Although the market has slightly improved this year, and it once made sense for those with the means to buy a home and then sell it after 2 years, we're still not in a boom. As a result, the majority of wealthy people have gone as far as to forego the inconvenience of property ownership altogether. 1. Expensive grooming. Everybody needs a haircut now and then, but some well-known wealthy people don't believe it justifies pulling out the cash. According to Time, rich businessman John Caldwell cuts his hair, whereas IKEA creator Ingvar Kamprad admitted to getting his hair chopped while visiting underdeveloped nations in Newsweek. Thus, except for the occasional splurge, the majority of financially successful people closely monitor their budgets and bank accounts. They seldom waste money on useless products and services. So, if you want to be a millionaire, think about reducing some of these same things and imitating successful people to keep a close eye on your spending. So, which of these expenses will you be cutting down now? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more of the same. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.